Hi, everybody. So good to see you. I'm so happy to be here with you. Hopefully, you have a couple of blankets, or if you have the yoga blankets, that's great. If you just have regular blankets from home, I love it. Anything that's like soft and nurturing. If you have a bolster, that's also a great idea. Something thicker. Yeah, a couple of blocks, blanket. I already said the blanket. I mean a strap. If you have a strap, or if you have a sweater that you don't mind stretching out a bit, you could use that too. All right. So I'm going to go back to my yoga mat and I'm going to join you there. And I was going to say we'll start seated, but I also feel like if there's folks that just want to lay down, that's also a good place. Um, yeah, but I think that for me, I'm going to start seated today. So I'll join you there. All right. So usually when we sit down, if it's those of you who are sitting down, we usually always sit down the same way. So go ahead and recross your legs and make it just different, just to feel some difference here. And those of you laying on the ground, I want you to try to feel the meeting parts of your body to the floor. Yeah, so your head, back of the head, your shoulders, yeah, and your buttocks, your calf muscles, and your heels. Yeah, so those of you laying down, you're working with that. Those of you seated, I want you to kind of feel that your two sit bones could go back a little bit, that you could sit back in your seat. You're not just like really stiff and sitting up tall, and you're not slumped over either, right? You're trying to find a place in the middle of it all, just some gentleness and dignity in the spine, but nothing too much that you have to hold. And as you sit back, I'd like to work with the breath. I'd love you to just kind of witness your breathing. You don't have to change it right now. Just notice that the breath is there. And I kind of want to just kind of talk about how the mind is so good about making up stories. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. I think it could have because you're human. We have this incredible mind that really loves to make up stories. And sometimes it's really not for our benefit. And sometimes it really pulls us out of this moment, right? To taste the moment, to literally be right here. And then when we make a story, we kind of, shift it back to our past. Or maybe we get nervous about the future. When we start making up these stories, I do it a lot. But sometimes when I notice that I'm doing it, I feel really empowered. I feel like, oh, look at that. Wasn't that just such a great story? Because I have no evidence, right? So that's how you kind of know it's a story, right? So I don't want to minimize anything or any feelings that you're having. Nothing like that, certainly not. But in this very moment, let's notice if it has been true that that has happened sometimes, particularly lately. And just see if you can just be comfortable now with just really savoring the moment. Maybe for you, you're like Evie, and you're outside and you're feeling the sun against your face. I'm inside and I can still feel the sun against my face. And that helps me to be right here, right now. And I know that that could be hard because you might think, well, how can I do that at work? Well, at work, you're in your work mode, you're in the moment, right? You're doing what you need to do. You're not making up stories, hopefully, and you're just right there. But in this moment, what senses can you come to? Like when we meditate, we literally want to come to our senses. And I don't just mean in your mind. And I mean just kind of like, what can you taste right now? What can you smell right now? Maybe you put incense on, maybe you burn a candle and you're smelling something. Or what can you hear? You have a dog barking in the background. Yeah, no judgment about it. It doesn't this that's not the point. It's just the noticing and the beauty of this world unfolding right now, right here. For me, I'm hearing the big trash truck come. I'm grateful for that, right? So just kind of hear, taste, feel, open to right now, because that will be our medicine for moving forward, right? Not just today and in this class, but with how we need to move into our lives, all the changes that have just happened, right? May we be more present in our body. May we notice when we're making up a story. May we have compassion for ourselves when we can hear that story, and also for others, right? So just sitting back in the seat of your soul, you might even be hearing the hum of the refrigerator. Maybe that's what's helping you to be right here, right now. And we'll start to now just take a deep breath from the lower part of our belly all the way up to your crown. So take a deep breath in, lower belly, up to the crown. Amazing. So we're going to inhale, lower belly. We're going to bring it up to the crown. So inhale. Hold the breath right there at the top of that inhale. And then exhale it down to the feet. I'm doing it out through the nose. You could do it out through the mouth. All right, inhale up to the crown. Holding the breath. And then exhale it down, grounding you to the feet. And you can use your hands. I'm just doing it because it feels like that's the energy to bring it up. So from the ground, inhale, holding the breath at the top of that inhale. If you're pregnant and watching this later, don't hold the breath. Just move right on. Exhale down, grounding the energy. Amazing. Inhale up, hold, and then exhale down. Amazing. And just, maybe close your eyes again if they were just open. And for this moment, just enjoy, even if it's just a few seconds, the quiet, not silence, because you're hearing other things probably, but just enjoy this quiet moment. Maybe 10 or 12 seconds. We're just going to sit for a little bit, enjoying the quiet together. And with your eyes closed, I want to try something different today. Um, I know that you all know alternate nostril breathing, and I'm pretty sure anybody who would be watching it, our friends, our community would know it too. We'll do it together the traditional way. And then I want to do it in a way where you're visualizing it happen. Okay, so let's use your right hand, your ring finger and your thumb of your right hand. You're going to exhale down through that right side of your body, all the way down to the earth. If you're laying down, you're doing this too. Inhale up the right side. Pinch your nose, hold your breath. Exhale down the left side. Inhale up the left side. Pinch your nose, hold your breath. Down the right side. Inhale up the right side. Hold. Down the left side. Inhale up the left side. Hold. Down the right side. Now release that right hand down. Firstly, just take a deep breath in, both nostrils, and out through the mouth. Do that 2 more times as I explain to you what we're going to do next. Yeah, so 2 more of those deep breaths. So what I would love us to do now is alternate nostril breathing without using our right hand. So you're going to imagine the inhale coming up and down through the particular nostrils that I will let you know. We'll do it together. So we're going to have both palms down on the thighs. Those of you seated, if you're laying down, you're just laying down right where you are. Your hands might be on your belly. All right, together, I want you to please imagine inhaling up through that right side nostril and literally doing it too, right? So go for it. Hold the breath at the top of that inhale. Exhale down the left side. Inhale up the left side. Hold the breath. Down the right side. Amazing. Inhale up the right side. Hold your breath. Down the left side. Up the left side. Hold the breath. Down the right side. One more round. Inhale up the right side. Hold. Down the left side. Inhale up the left side. Hold. And down the right side. That was amazing. And then very gently bring your hands to your heart center. Gently bow into your heart. And take a deep breath in through the heart center, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep breathing deeply, but as you do, I want you to really feel the healing intention that you need today, very specific to how you're feeling today and what you might need. So go ahead and voice that to yourself 3 times. Let's chant Om together, bringing in our energies. If you're laying down, you can chant Om laying down. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Releasing your hands, opening up your eyes, keeping your gaze soft, just you and your mat. Go ahead and bring your knees together. go ahead and come up to standing. If you are on your back, come onto all fours, hands and knees. Maybe do a couple of cat and dogs before you come on up so that you're not just, too harsh on the body to get up that quickly. Good. Amazing. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. So just shake it out a little bit. It's important that we move our energy. The energy can get really, really stuck with everything that's happening for us, all these different changes, and we can feel almost like there's nowhere to turn. So to not have that happen, let's just move our body. Let's kind of get the wiggles out, so to speak, and let's allow the body to open in the way you want to. Notice that I'm just kind of kicking it out, doing different things. This is always a good one. Bending both knees, getting it right in the kidneys, right? We see this a lot. A lot of people who do Tai Chi, they're always doing this. There's a reason for it because the hands just kind of back up at the kidneys, right at the adrenals, and it helps us to feel a little bit calmer. Yeah. So maybe not while we're doing it, right? All right. All right. A few more. Let's kind of get lost in it. Back and forth, back and forth. If you're feeling distracted today, close your eyes a little bit more than you normally do, right? That's the reason I close my eyes a lot. I get distracted, right? And I love going inside. It feels good. All right. So finishing up what you're doing, go ahead and stand more neutral, but at the front of your yoga mat. So all the way up. And just kind of feeling the movement that you just made. Your toes are in more than your heels are. You want to stand tall. You want to feel the length of your spine. You want to feel the crown of your head reaching up. And energetically, you want to just like open your heart and take up space, right? We don't want to dim our light. No, we want our light to shine. We want it to be bright, just like our heart. And if you'd like to open up your eyes now, if it's closed, keep your gaze soft and come into Ujjayi breathing. So we haven't talked about that in a while, but go ahead, deep breath in, deep breath out. You can hear the breath, deep breath in, deep breath out. This is nose breathing. This helps you to be really in your body, really embodied as you move through these positions. So it's an important place for us to bring our focus, our drishti to, because it helps us to heal. It really helps us to heal. So keep a mind on the breath, hear it, and let's move through it with our body. So inhale as you reach up high with your arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips, dive into you, all the way down. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up, hands to shins or your blocks. Exhale and fold in, bend your knees. Let's step back. Let's come into plank just for a moment as you draw your belly button in and up, head lifts up, chin is away from chest. Now go ahead and drop your knees, your chest and your chin. Come all the way down onto your belly. Go ahead and reach your arms out in front of you. And your forehead is down to the ground. My head's up a little bit just because I don't want my sound to muffle, but your forehead is down. And I want you to just bend your knees and point and flex your feet, breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe circling the ankles. And then drop your feet, prop yourself up. I want you to just kind of open up those palms, Sphinx pose. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. Heal yourself with your breath, moving into your heart center right now. Feel the love of your own heart beating, breath deepening. Stretch your legs back a bit more. Soften your bum muscles, maybe move your bum side to side because you can't tell if it's not softening. Yeah, that's it. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then bring your chin all the way in. Bring your forehead down to the ground. Check this one out. Left arm is going to go out in front. It's not pigeon, but check it out. And, you know, folks are going to think, oh, that's called lazy pose. No, it's not lazy pose. Right knee is up. It looks like this. Right knee is lining up with ankle. Forehead is going to go down, but it's more like side of left head goes down. And what I'm doing here is just completely letting it go. Permission to, I don't want to say we look like roadkill because that's the awful thing. I would say we look like a beautiful flower that's resting in the sun. Okay. So just kind of know that we can make up stories and they may not be true. And that's kind of like the theme of it because we can be the brighter of the story. And then even that may not even be true. So in this very moment, what is true is your breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Soften your shoulders, soften any expectation that you may have for your healing, for your practice, for somebody else. Just try to let it go. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and really feel the pose opening you up. All you have to do is be in it. So we'll just take a few deep breaths very quietly here, enjoying the quiet. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Allow the breath to penetrate into your lower belly as you breathe here, softening your hips. Notice if you're breathing into areas that felt a little bit dull, like D-U-L-L, like felt a little bit like needing your breath, needing your attention. And maybe you didn't even know it until you just started to breathe into it. And then gently release your leg down, very slowly change your side, bringing that left knee way up high, way up high. And then that right ear comes down, turning your head to one side and just allowing everything to fall, to melt. It's like, I surrender, right? It's that kind of energy. Yeah, it's different to giving up. But I know you guys know that, right? Surrender is, oh, I'm going to be with myself. I'm going to allow things to be so that my mind isn't making up stories and busy. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Can you feel the floor? It might be a little cool. Maybe you feel the temperature of the floor. Breath in, breath out. Tummy is relaxed so that hips can relax. Upper body's relaxed, shoulders. We're letting go of what we think the body has to do in this moment. We're just allowing it to be. One more deep breath here. Good. And then releasing that left leg down and back. Come up, come into your child's pose, bolster or not, big toes touching, knees apart, forehead down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Maybe bringing your knees in a tiny bit closer, feeling how that feels. And then go ahead and stretch the arms out in front of you. If you've got your bolster, just kind of move it to the side. And let's come up, all fours, hands and knees. Let's explore down dog. So take your time to move into it. You may want to do what I'm doing right now, just kind of a little rounding and arching, a little bit of both, a little bit of hip circle. And then moving into your down dog, curling your toes under, bringing your hips up high. And remember, it's like, what is down dog? Well, sometimes we don't know when we're in the moment. It's like, well, I don't know what this down dog is today because I've never experienced it. So now you're here and you're in this moment. You're bending one knee, you're straightening up the other, you're taking it side to side. That's it. Good. Yeah, you guys look great. That's it. And then gently walk your feet now all the way up to your hands. Come into your forward bend. Your blocks are waiting. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up. Exhale and fold in. And then bend your nose. Oh my goodness. Bend your knees and breathe through your nose to roll up very, very slowly. So draw the belly button in. It's like a mindfulness exercise. Belly button draws in, stacking your spine, and then reaching the arms all the way up. Reach them up high, press down into your feet, and exhale, hands to your heart. Taking a moment at home inside of you. And I don't mean where you are right now. Yeah, you're coming back home. Inhale and reach up high. Exhale and hinge at your hips. Fold into you. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up. Exhale and fold in, bend your knees. Let's take the right leg back and stay up on the ball of your back foot. Let's move the left foot to the left and have that left knee right above the ankle. Let's enjoy this beautiful body that we have and open the heart. How lucky we are to move. Inhale as you reach up high. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you bend. Now bring your hands down onto your blocks. Check this out. You're going to step up, lift this right leg up, have your left hand move closer to your left ankle. Don't over effort this though, right? So just a little lifting up through that right leg, trying to straighten up your left leg. Do your best. Let your head drop down. And now bend your left knee, come into your warrior two. Take your time to come on up. Deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, so you're riding these waves, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Yes, feel your fluid heart. Exhale. You can even look back behind you. Inhale, so it's like a dance. Exhale. Inhale, so it's like such surrender. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And now windmill your hands down. Step back. Plank position. Inhale. Exhale. Knees, chest, and chin onto your belly. Cobra or upward facing dog. And down dog. So work it out in your down dog. Bend one knee, straighten up the other. Let your head soften. Doing great. All right. And then go ahead and rock forward to plank for a moment. Go back to down dog. Rock forward to plank. And back to down dog. Back to plank. And down dog. Nice, you guys. And now drop down onto your knees, grab your block, step your right foot forward, and lift your left knee up from the ground and move that right foot to the right. So now the right knee is right above your ankle and you're coming up high, other side. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Amazing. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. And now reach out in front of you. Grab onto those blocks. See if you can step up. So, right, you're just bending over, lifting up your left leg. That's what's happening. You can keep your hands on blocks And or right hand can go to that right ankle. You can keep a little bend into the right knee as you lift that left leg up higher. Breathe. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And now bend that right knee and gently go back. Warrior two. So sinking down, riding those waves. And sometimes these waves are not perfect, right? Sometimes we get dumped. And that's okay. We have our breath keeping us present. All right, so inhale, exhale. Yeah, it's different. Inhale, exhale. There's so many different ways to do this. Inhale, exhale, right? Inhale, exhale. I want to leave it up to you. Inhale, exhale, right? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then just hold it in your pose for now. Look back at your left arm. Make sure it's right where you want it. Breathing in and out through your nose, holding steady. And then straighten up your right leg. Bring your hands into prayer. Look down at your feet. Line up your big toes. Inhale, lengthen, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive. Come all the way down. Hinge at your hips. Just come on down, all the way down. Let your head soften. Let your arms just drop down to where they're underneath your shoulders. Wow, relax your jaw. Move your head side to side. Let it go. Oh, let it go. In through nose, out through mouth. Oh, let it go. Good. All right, walk your hands back to the front of your yoga mat. Drop just your left knee. So now your right leg is out in front. Yeah, just how we had it actually. Heel toe that right foot to the right. Your back toes are curled under, right? So you can feel that. Your both hands into the inside. You're breathing. This might be where you stay. Deep breath in, deep breath out. You might feel that you could come down onto that right elbow, but don't put any pressure on it. If it doesn't feel like it's happening today, yeah, maybe not. Work with the energy, work with the body's energy. That means meet the body where it's at. Right? If that means taking a few more rests, let's certainly do that. Ujjayi breathing. We're still here. Lengthening your breath. Surrendering into that hip. When we surrender, we open up to this very moment. Right? When we surrender, we open up to the sun. We feel the sun on our face. We see the beauty around us. It's hard when we're making up stories. We sometimes don't see what's right here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Let's go ahead and come up. Let's go ahead and lift that left knee up from the ground. Let's take a moment here. Belly button drawing in, deep breath out. Like you're ready to run a race, but both hands are still to the inside of that foot. Right hand's going to go to right hip. You're going to start to twist to that right side. You're going to feel if you might be able to lift that right arm up and back and forward a couple of times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now drop that left knee down. Put padding underneath that left knee if you need it. Open up through your heart. Open up, open up. I like to sometimes bring my left hand on my hip. I love to just kind of allow that hip to come down a bit more as my heart opens up. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Find your shining light as you open your heart. Maybe goalpost your arms. Inhale, exhale. Good. Release the hands down. And bring this right foot more towards the midline and just step back for a moment, child's pose. Let's go ahead and sit back on your heels. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Feel the effects of your practice up until this moment. Notice if you need a vinyasa. You might need a vinyasa. And notice if you're happy you're not doing that. So deep breath in, deep breath out, right? You're building your own intuitive flow, right? When we don't get to be together and you only have a few moments, you'll remember some of these positions. You probably already do it now. All right, so if you want to stay a little bit longer right where you are, you certainly could. Otherwise, I'd love you to come up and step your left foot forward and bring both hands to the inside of your left foot, taking back that right knee, keeping the back toes curled under. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And you're just kind of moving into the discomfort, right? Maybe you're feeling discomfort in that left side hip. Maybe it's super tight. Maybe you're able to come down onto elbows. Maybe you're able to move more towards the discomfort by just being present, right? Sometimes the moment is or has or feels not comfortable. And can we just be with that? Yoga teaches us that we are able to do it if we just breathe. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. And then very slowly now, I'd love you to come up from this, curl the back toes under like they already are, and lift that right knee up. So it's like you're ready to run a race, but however, your both hands are still to the inside of your foot. Left hand can go to that left hip. And I like to kind of put my thumb in that groove, in that hip groove. You can't see it. Sorry, guys, it's on the other side. But then you're twisting to the left and then lifting that left arm up. Inhale and then exhale. Forward and back with presence. Yeah, not on that machine mode, right? That robo machine of automatic. No, you're feeling it up and back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. And then go ahead from here. Let's see if we can drop that right knee down. If you need padding underneath it, please put it under and come on up. Open up through your heart. And for this one, I would like to bring my right hand to my hip. And it's kind of like I'm putting the L shape of my hand and giving my hip just a little bit of a push, just a little heart opening. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Open up through the heart. Inhale, exhale. Good. Hands to heart. And let's step back now, downward facing dog. And let's move through our vinyasa with your presence, with your breath, on your own. Deep breath in, deep breath out. You might decide to go to plank and then simply take yourself back to down dog, right? You don't have to do the full vinyasa. All right, and then drop down into your child's pose. Take a moment, get your bolster this time, big toes touching, knees apart, and turn your head to one side and just let those shoulders drop. Breathe into them and turn your head the other way. Enjoy the sound of your own breath. Breath in, breath out. The simple things. We're so fortunate. We're so fortunate. When that breath comes in, can you feel how good it feels when that breath comes in? Wow. And then it gets to go out again. What a wonder we are. What a wonder the breath is. I want you to feel that you could stay here. All right. You don't want to stay here. You're going to join us. Hands are going to go out in front. You're going to come up all fours, hands and knees, move your bolster away. And we're going to get out blocks again. Pyramid pose. We've been working with this one a bit. Left foot forward, right foot back. And you're not the same stance as your warrior two was. Come up to standing. Notice that your back foot is facing to the side, but also to the front. Both is happening, right? So back foot in a little bit. Back, left hip back, right hip more forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring them beside you and interlace them behind you. Roll the shoulders back and away. Hold it here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. And then bring hands into your prayer position and slowly start to dive forward. But as you dive forward, left hip is back, right hip is down. Draw the belly button in, heart is going forward, palms are pressing. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then very, very slowly dropping those hands down onto your blocks. Left hand up to the sky. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Releasing that left hand down, pivoting that left foot in, changing sides, going to the other direction. Back toes are in more than the heel. Yeah, come up to stand, reach the arms up high. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands behind you, roll the shoulders back and away. Hold it there as you open your heart. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inner edges of your feet grounded down. Good. And then go ahead and bring the hands out in front of you this time. It looks like this. Palms are open, right hip back, left hip more forward and down. Reach the arms out in front of you. It's like you're offering the world a big hug as you come all the way down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then releasing the hands down, left hand a little bit closer to that right foot on a block. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, twist right arm up. Inhale, exhale. And then exhale, release that right hand down. Guess what? We're here, right side, pigeon pose. Heel toe that right foot to the left. Slide that left leg back. Use your props. I'm going to put a blanket underneath that right side sit bone. I did this pose today, and I usually have like a lot of props, like underneath my belly, one at my forehead. And while I really prefer that, there's kind of something freeing about just taking that deep breath in, bringing in your whole heart, your courage to feel it all and drop into yourself. And it can be a lot, right? To feel it all, to drop down and into ourselves. If it is too much, I want you to back it off, reposition yourself, and go ahead and come down, right? So that's the self-compassion part. Hearing your breath as you come down a little further, as you surrender. Inhale, exhale. So good. Yeah, that's it. Nice, you guys. That's it. Just feeling your body, feeling your breath. Eyes are closed or open, your choice. Relaxing your belly. And allow yourself to rest your attention lightly Rest your attention lightly. Rest your attention lightly. Yeah, like a butterfly resting on a flower. How do we do that? How can we hold it all? Sometimes we can't hold it all, but maybe we can rest our attention lightly, right? Just like the butterfly does on the flower. All right, really, really slowly start to come out of your position. You're coming into your downward facing dog, right? You're going to lift up that right leg that you just put in position of pigeon, and you're allowing the blood to move through that leg by lifting that right leg up high, right? Three-legged downward facing. And drop the left heel down and outer right hip drops down. So it looks like this. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Release that right foot down. Pigeon pose left side. Because that felt so good, I'm lifting that other leg up high in preparation, which I know we didn't do it on the other side. That's okay. I don't see anybody brushing their teeth with the other hand. So maybe it's okay for today. You slowly come down, slowly come down. Now ease into this side. Is this the side that kind of needs your nurturing, your mothering a little bit more? Is this the side that needs a little bit more support, right? Than the other person or the other child or the other sentient being in your life? Yeah, get to know your side, get to know your people, get to know you as you drop down and into this position. Allow your head to soften, and maybe you can let it all go as you drop down. Maybe it is such a challenging move for you that it's all you can do to be inside your breathing, right? And maybe that top of the inhale, you can pause and then exhale it down again. Remember, take that inhale again because it'll keep you in the moment, right? As soon as you start thinking again, it'll take you out of this position. You'll still be in it, but you won't be really deeply embodying it. And that's all right, it happens. Just follow your breath. You're still here. Inhale, exhale. And then very slowly start to release yourself into that three-legged dog just for fun. That's all, just for fun. Lift that left leg up, bend and straighten it, move it around, get some length at the hip. That's it. Release it down. Amazing. And then go ahead and drop the knees down to the ground. Go ahead and cross your legs. Just sit down for a moment. You don't have to sit up on a blanket. I just happen to have one nearby. I'm going to do that. I just want to take a pause for a moment and just feel my practice. I'm grabbing a couple of blocks because I just feel like I want that support right now underneath my thighs. And I want to enjoy the quiet with you. I want you to feel that the breath move through the quiet, settling like a snow globe settles. Everything's settling. We've kind of moved a little bit more. The body is feeling a little bit more um, connected, connected to the heart, connected to the mind, connected with the breath. Opening up your eyes, keeping your gaze soft. We're going to lay down and we're going to grab a yoga strap. So grab that. I'm going to move myself a little bit further away from the wall there. Hopefully you guys can still see what I'm doing. Get your yoga strap or get your sweater that you know you're going to stretch out. And bring it up to the ball of your left foot. So all the way up. Left hand grabbing onto the left side, right hand grabbing onto the right side, closing your eyes and backing it off. Backing it off to bring yourself into your balancing of breath. And you feel like you've got that again, the balancing of breath. Start to bring your left foot closer towards you. That's it. Closer, closer. Closer, closer. And then let the right leg go down. Have your left hand grab onto both sides of your strap. Really try to take that hand up closer to your foot and have the right hand on top of that right hip. Flex both feet. Take the right foot to the right a little bit and let that left leg go over to the left side. Ease into it. Left elbow can come down for support. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Yeah, so you're really open here. Your heart's open. You don't have to have anything behind your head. I'm going to pull that away. I feel like it feels good just to lay down completely. Notice if your left wrist is kind of like not happy. So just kind of straighten it out a bit more. Do what you can. And then bring now your left leg up, all the way up. Draw the belly button in to do that. Right hand grabs onto both sides of your strap. Scoot your bum over to the left side, like maybe 3 or 4 inches, quite a bit. Right leg will go straight. And now that left leg is going to go up and over to the right side. Your left bum is up from the ground. It's not touching at all. And the right elbow comes down. So from here, what I tend to do is feel my heart opening more if possible, bringing myself more towards the midline. The right pinky toe, it's going to drop. It falls to the right. And you gaze over to the left. And you take in the magic of this twist. So if there's not magic happening, adjust yourself to make it happen. Maybe bring your head back to center. Maybe turning it is not magical. Maybe it's bringing in more attention. So you get to know the body moves. Breath in, breath out. Good, really good, you guys. Now bend that left knee, come back to center, release your strap, bring your bum back to center, and bring that strap to the ball of your right foot. Right leg will go away from you, right? So away from you to get into your breath again, the balancing of breath in through nose, out through nose, and starting to bring that leg a little closer. Closer, closer, closer. Yeah, that's it. All right, and then straightening out the left leg if you haven't done that already. Right, we can't think these poses, can we? As much as we would like to do that, if we're busy in our lives, like we actually have to do them. So in this moment, you're doing them and you're breathing. Belly rising, belly falling. And then the right hand now will grab onto both sides of your strap. Take the left leg over to the left, maybe 4 or 5 inches. Curl the toes back, both toes, both feet towards the face. Have the heels stretching away and let that right leg go over to the right. See if it can go all the way to the ground, or rather, not the ground, but rather the right elbow goes to the ground. Maybe the right foot comes to the ground, but it's not the goal, right? It could, but it doesn't have to. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then bring that right leg up, have your left hand grabbing to both sides. Bend your left knee, scoot your bum over to the right, maybe like 3 or 4 inches. Straighten up that left leg. And now let this right leg go up and over to that left side. That's it. So feeling that left pinky toe drop and feeling your heart open more, gazing over to that right side. Or maybe it's to this feeling, right? So you're not over efforting. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, and deep breath out. Good. Now release the right leg, and for a moment, just drop everything. Let's drop the whole bit. Hands can go onto your belly for a moment, and you're just kind of regrouping in the sense that you are feeling the body open. Up until this moment, you're feeling your practice. Knees will come together, belly rising, belly falling. Can you drop your shoulders? Can you really let them drop? Belly rising, belly falling. Now I want to give you a couple of choices right now. I want you to feel like you could either get your blanket and put it underneath you for this very beautiful supported bridge. The other thing you could get is your bolster or your block. The other thing you could do, because I'd love to kind of move towards a wall space, is get a blanket the way you have it, but go to the wall. So I'm going to bring my blanket right there. I'm actually going to open it up a little bit more. And your bum does not have to touch the wall, right? So if you're getting into this, you can just be close to the wall and bring your legs up. Yeah, so this is where we're headed. Those of you who have your bolster underneath or block underneath your bum, that's okay too. You can join us when you're ready. Those of you at the wall, you're just hanging out here. You're just really feeling the effects of your practice. Breath in, breath out. Never underestimating the profound effects of just taking those legs up on the wall and how it can calm your whole system. Feeling that, right? Feeling the body feel a little bit more calm, having the weight taken off, right? Off the feet. Breath in, breath out. And hopefully now everyone has gone to the wall. If you don't have wall space, you could finish up your practice the way that it feels intuitively right for you in the middle of the road, of the ground. Yeah, you don't have to do this. You may decide though, if you are laying down, to just take your legs out to the side like we're going to do. So I'm going to take my legs quite wide. Maybe you're able to do this and let your gravity, the gravity to drop them down into your groins just a little bit more. And I would say relax your feet. So you're not like pointing your feet or flexing them. Turning your palms open. And if you have the shoulder flexibility, I'd love you guys to also bring your arms behind you. So palms facing open, elbows bent to the side. So you're fully kind of like exposed. You're fully open here. Yeah. So deep breath into the heart center here. Deep breath out. A deep breath in to the heart center here. Deep breath out. And one more time. Deep breath into the heart center and deep breath out. Good. And now, if you can, I'd like to bring my hands down to my knees to help my legs come together. It's a lot. Good. And then bring your right ankle to your left knee and start to slide your left heel down. You'll start to feel it in the outer right hip, right? Thread the needle. If you've lifted your bum up, you've gone too far with that left heel. So just let the left heel go down the wall, but without lifting your bum up. Yeah, feel the stretch, outer right hip stretching. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Hopefully you're just kind of comfortable here, like you're really not that close to the wall to be able to get to do this in a more gentle way. Now your left hand is going to be placed on your foot. So hopefully you guys can see this left hand and it goes underneath your foot. This whole lower part of the body is moving over to the left. My left sole of the foot is hopefully going to stay at the wall, but down at the baseboard. And everything drops except my hand is still going to keep a hold of my foot. And you're opening to the ceiling or off to the right side. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Twists really help us with any pain that we have in our back, any pain that we have in our spine. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Obviously, if it's a huge pain, you wouldn't do it, right? You would just kind of ease into it. All right, releasing your feet, taking your legs up high, all the way up. Notice the change in the body. Maybe bring your bum back to center. And now bring that left ankle to the right knee. Slide that right heel down. And remember, you're sliding it down enough to feel a stretch in the outer left hip, but not too much to where your bum rides up, right? You don't want it up. So find that place right in the middle where you're able to hold this. You can flex through those left toes. Breath in, breath out. Right hand moves underneath that left foot, and this whole lower part of your body is going over to the side, to the right side. And that sole of your right foot stays at the baseboard, dropping everything down. So you might be like me with your left shoulder up a lot. I'm working on getting it down here. Hopefully it's slowly going to come down one day. But more importantly, crown of the head is lengthening away from heart. Chin is lifted. And maybe bend your left elbow and you start to open it up to the side. And you can gaze to the left. Breathing into all these different body parts really helps the body to feel seen. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And when we feel seen, we usually just have a little, a real peaceful, joyful heart, right? We feel open. All right. Releasing this position. Get yourself now set up for a really cozy Shavasana or legs up on the wall. Yeah, deep breath in, deep breath out. Make sure you're warm. Get yourself all cozied up, something over your eyes. Maybe something on your belly. Really allow yourself to feel nurtured, to feel seen within your body. Good, you guys. Relaxing your ankles, relaxing your shins, relaxing your knees, and your hips, left and right side. your pelvic floor, your belly. Relax your belly. Relax your heart. Relax the inner heart, the outer heart. Relax your left shoulder and your right shoulder. Both shoulders together. Relax your whole left arm, your whole right arm. Relax your chin, your jaw, your neck, the back of your head, face. Relax your eyes. May your eyes be soft. Enjoy the quiet. Letting go of how you're consciously breathing. Enjoy the quiet. As this practice begins to end, slowly allow your attention to expand and notice how your body and your body beyond where your body is in the room becomes even more open and clearer as you gently move your fingers and your toes. You can roll yourself to the right side, make a pillow with your arms. And when you're ready, you can sit up, no rush. Enjoying what it feels like when you've practiced, right? That really deep connection. When we feel that connection, we usually
feel any anxieties dissipate because we're connected to the moment. We're connected to this tangible here and now, the breath, the feet. Maybe you're seated on a chair like I am. Maybe you decided to do that. Your feet are on the ground. If you're sitting on a yoga mat, maybe you're feeling the sides of your feet on the ground, reminding you that you're here, that you're present, that you're in a body. There's no reason to be outside of our body, right? It's safe to be inside our body. We've moved through it now. We can feel that. We know through feeling that it is safe to be in our body. And we'll gently bring our hands to prayer position into the heart center. And just remember the intention that you made. Just really feel your intention. Let's seal our practice in together by chanting. Take a deep breath. Just remember, anything that you might be going through can be a catalyst to going deeper into your whole spiritual well-being and makeup, and just being even more compassionate for yourself, right? As we try to let go of those stories that sometimes we make up. All right, so in this very moment, let's bow into the heart. Let's take a moment here to give thanks to all the many blessings that yoga brings to you, and to all those with whom your life touches. Namaste. Going to turn off our video. Everybody, I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here.